What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah, and I hope you're ready to go back to the age of Apocalypse. Yeah, we're picking up with Excalibur issue 2. Nightcrawler's on a mission to find his mom, Mesquite, but yet he has to sail there on a sub. But first, visions of Avalon, a paradise located in parts unknown to Apocalypse. It is burning, flesh burning, trees burning, the scent of death everywhere, as Destiny sees what is going to happen to her beloved place, her people. Apocalypse is coming. Apocalypse is coming to destroy everything and everyone, and Destiny sees it all. Meanwhile, the Native American tribe that helped Kurt out in the beginning have been betrayed by one of their own, and now Apocalypse's men fall upon them to destroy them, to wipe the slate clean. As Warpath does his best to fight, they are outnumbered, outgunned, and outclassed. Apocalypse's men move in, ready to destroy everything and everyone for their lord and master. Meanwhile, Kurt, in a submarine, is running out of air. They're running out of power, so all the systems are starting to shut down. And now, Kurt and the others are beginning to suffocate to death before they even hit their port. They must find a way out. They must find a way to breathe. They have to put the ship up, but they risk being exposed if they do. But everyone's dying. They don't have much of a choice. So they bring the ship up for air. But still, the door is automatic, and it sealed them in. They have no cutting torches whatsoever, so these people are still dying, suffocating. They have to find a way to open the door. And that's when another ship appears. A ship ran by a woman named Callisto. And Callisto basically works for herself. She's a pirate, but she does help them out. She does open the door, letting them breathe, but Kurt had teleported away, leaving those poor souls to die. But he has no choice. The mission must go on. And he promised himself that he would see his mother one last time before this war takes him. Meanwhile, Apocalypse's soldiers are basically looking for Kurt, tracking him, trying to find their way to Avalon. And this is interesting. That is actually Deadpool. That is Wade, brainwashed by Apocalypse, as he gives them orders to find Avalon, to burn it. And as soon as they find Avalon, he already dispatched backup to make sure the place is leveled to the ground and not a soul survives. The leader comes upon one of the subordinates torturing Wade. Tired of her insolence, she destroys her and kills her with a smile. Is Wade wondering what's going on? Callisto basically tells the captain she's dealt with these smugglers before. She knows his predecessor, and they have plans for the sub. And knowing her, they're never good. As they prepare to send the sub down, they're going to get rid of all the people. They're going to dump the cargo. And they're going to make off with whatever supplies they can. Kurt, realizing what's going on, tries to help. But he's too late. There's nothing he can do. And Kurt still has a mission to continue anyways, as these people are drowned. Even the strongest of them wouldn't survive once the cold water hits them. They're dead. But an interesting fact about the age of Apocalypse is there's so many dead bodies. So many people have died. Their rotting corpses have washed up on shores like reefs, and it stops their ship temporarily. Of course, the captain has to kill the driver for his idiocy. But this also gives Nightcrawler the opportunity to attack, to take revenge on the people that were slaughtered, and to take the ship, for he still needs to get to his destination. He still needs to find his mother. They still need to find Destiny and reach Avalon. But Nightcrawler strikes. Nightcrawler's had many, many opportunities to sharpen his skills over the years in fighting, swordplay, teleportation. And he's making quick work of these men. Callisto pulls her gun, getting ready to shoot him, as Kurt pulls his sword and there's a standoff. Each one ready to kill the other. But a voice comes out of nowhere. It is Mesquite. Raven is here to save her son. But what will happen the next time? Well, we'll have to find out in the next issue. Will they reach Avalon? Well, we'll find out, huh? And now we're moving on to Generation Next, issue 2. And look at this sleazeball, man. Ugh. Man, the Age of Apocalypse sure makes some ugly mutants, I'll tell you what. Dark Beast is working overtime. Now, these kids are trapped in a mine where they dig out resources for Apocalypse. These two kids are basically surviving, hiding out, and they're hiding out from a creature called the Sugar Man. The Sugar Man is this four-armed stack of cruelty that hunts. That uses mutants to his own designs and then tosses them away like garbage. And he's sniffing around for a new victim. And he passes by them. And they're alive for now, but they're still alive in the pits, which is no life at all for children. Meanwhile, our heroes are making their plans to attack the tower to rescue Colossus' sister. And this is basically a suicide mission. This is one of the most fortified areas in Apocalypse's kingdom. But these guys are used to a challenge. As they drive around the automobile, they pick up two guards. Two of Apocalypse's guards. And as quickly as you could say chamber, he disintegrates them. A massive amount of energy fires from his chest. And hopefully he left enough of the uniforms for them to wear so they can continue their plan of sneaking in through the front door. And while they are sneaking in through the front door, someone's going to be sneaking in through the back. And of course, this is Colossus, Peter Rasputin, and his wife, Kitten Pride. This tower, drilled into the center of the earth, keeps Apocalypse's power going for all the United States. It's fortified, guarded, but still, his sister's in there. And his wife, Kitten, is hesitant, wondering how they're going to survive this. But she knows that he'll go with or without her, and she's here to back him. But she is grabbed out of nowhere by this guard. A guard of the Sugar Mans, a guard of Apocalypse. These little weasels scour the land, killing whatever they can. But he made a big mistake today. He messed with the wrong wife. For the husband's made of steel and she has her own set of claws. Meanwhile, this guy who's in charge is getting a bath by one of the servants. Noting that it's not the usual servant girl. He still has use for her. He plans to use her like a slave. They pour drinks. They talk. And now he wants something from her. He wants to take everything from her. He forces a kiss upon her. And this is where she gets sick. See, he has a filtering system that makes mutants and other superpowered beings sick. And he finds out that she is a traitor. And he attacks her, trying to figure out where she's from. The X-Men, maybe a betrayal from one of the Horsemen. He has to find out. So the fight continues as he starts to interrogate her. But he made the mistake of taking a drink of something. and he feels something in his stomach as he continues to fight her, to interrogate her, trying to find out information where she's from. He finally deduces that she's one of a Colossus's crew, but it's too late. The mutant that this is brilliant. She actually had this mutant turn into a liquid. He drank him, and then he bursted out, turning this guy into a bunch of different pieces. Absolutely gross, but brilliant. Now these two must find a way to become this guy, to infiltrate even further, and to find out where they're holding Colossus' sister. This is the whole plan. And so, with their other friend hiding, using his camouflage powers in the background, they combine their powers, these two mutants, to kind of look like the guy. So yes, this is two mutants using their abilities in order to look, walk, and talk like this guy. Basically, he's the big boss, so they need to pretend they're him in order to get around. And it seems to be working for a while. Of course, being the boss has its own problems. Gets thumped out of nowhere while someone laughing in the background. But there's no time for that. The mines are going. These mutants wake up the kids. It's time for them to go to work. And for some reason, this is supposed to be the upbeat chapter. Sheesh. We'll find out what goes on in the next one, won't we? And as always, I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.